Hello everyone, my name is Dave Thoonsen. I work for AMS-IX in the NOC department, and today I'm going to walk you through signaling the AMS-IX Route Servers. Signaling is based on BGP communities where you filter for destination networks. And to do so, there are multiple community standards implemented. These three are traditional communities, extended communities, and also large communities. With these various communities, there's also interoperability that you need to take into account because they all specify different standards. When you want to signal a 16-bit ASN network, you have to use a traditional or extended communities. And when you want to signal a 32-bit ASN, you have to take into account that you want to use extended communities or large communities. There's one catch, however, and that is that if you want to signal a 32-bit ASN from a 32-bit ASN network, you're going to have to use large communities, as that is the only community type that is supported for this type of communication. We have various community options that we offer for usage with our route servers. The ones that are listed on this slide right here are several of them, but please have a look at our website for a complete overview. With traditional communities, extended communities, and large communities, they all have in common that we have the options listed on the left-hand side. If you're looking to announce a prefix to a certain peer or not announce a prefix to a certain peer, you can use the communities that are listed. And if you're not looking to announce a prefix at all, please have a look at either these or dig into our website for more info on this part. Overall, we recommend using large communities. Per the RFC standard, they are the ones that are most common to use, and they cover the entire topic. Signaling between these two networks or between two networks that have a 32-bit ASN, it actually works in contrary to extended communities where that does not work. The reason why it works is because of a different encoding schema that is used that consists of a 12-octet quantity. Because of this, because of the large communities and their coverage for every piece of communication, we're planning to decommission extended communities in the future. To give you an overview of interoperability and issues that you could potentially face, we've constructed a use case that is based on actual tickets that were reported with AMS-IX NOC. Imagine this. A customer reports that they've seen route flaps for a prefix that originate from a 16-bit ASN. And what is not listed here, but which you should take into account, is that the customer that reported this has a 32-bit ASN. And that is the interoperability that we're going to look at. The same prefix that they mentioned actually gets filtered by other IXPs where they also have a presence. The suggested problem that the customer mentioned is that the other peering party is constantly announcing and also withdrawing the prefix. The also suggested solution by this customer was to implement route flap damping, but that's a completely different topic, and that's not what we're going to focus on today. Not only that, but it's also not the actual solution. The prefix actually had its right to be propagated because it passed the filters in terms of IRRDB and RPKI filtering. So that was all perfectly fine. The actual issue was spotted when we used the looking glass, the AMS-IX looking glass. You can find it on lg.amsix.net, and you can use it to your own to verify either networks to see how they're actually being propagated by the route servers. Having a closer look at the actual output for this source network that was reported to be constantly flapping, this large community was actually installed later on, whereas previously the 16-bit ASN network was trying to signal a 32-bit ASN network with a traditional community, and it didn't accommodate to that. We requested the other party, as a courtesy to the reporting customer, to implement large communities so that intercommunication was actually possible, and they have confirmed to us that this has actually resolved the issue. Finally, I would like to go over the best practices for communities, which is that we prefer not to use any private communities, so please strip these before you advertise these from your border router. And also, please remove any unnecessary communities that are picked up early on in a path. I'd like to thank you for watching, and please let us know if you have any more questions about signaling. You can either view the website or you can email us at knock@amsix.net. Thank you.